Acrisure Stadium. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Florida State Seminoles and the Pittsburgh Panthers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Checking in with the Seminoles head coach before the game. This is going to be a huge challenge to get this upset on the road. Not only is this one of the best quality opponents they have faced so far, it is a quality crowd. You can hear from the noise. This crowd is ready to get after it. A very hostile environment. We will see how they handle it, and I will keep you posted how it's going down here on the field. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. The Panthers offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. We've had our eye on this guy for most of the season, and what a weapon he is. He is making a charge for the Heisman Trophy. And, David, I don't really think many would argue with it.
No, because it's been crazy. He's been the focal point of this offense, and he continues to deliver week after week. He's a superstar, putting up big numbers, carrying his team on his back. Jesse, that's a tough spot to do that for a whole year because of the physical pounding. It's been tremendous so far.
Yeah, can he keep it up is the question. And I think when I think back...
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play.
This team... dog for a reason, but you talk about getting off to a hot start, creating some belief, first drive, and you force a turnover. This team's now going to have some juice, some momentum, some energy, and if they're going to pull the upset, that's exactly what they need.
From the shotgun, the inside give. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll move the wide receiver. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Offense going to be challenged to protect on third down after that last sack. Pulls and fired complete. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback keep. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. Now third and goal and tough yardage to cover here. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Runs through the tackle. A big third down stop by this defense, but they are still in field goal range. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And this one is perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Man, these late-night crowds are so much fun. They're so into it, so much energy in this building. And the visiting team drives down the field. Tell you what, drive stalls out a little bit, but they quieted this place a little bit by getting 3 and starting this game off on the right foot.
Pittsburgh sends out the offense to start this drive. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Pulls it in. It's Lee. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Panthers in a good spot here with second and short. Could be an alley. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
Might as well give it to him again. Oh, he's got some space. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Personal foul.
He was grabbing for anything he could get a hold of and wound up with a fistful of face mask, and it'll cost him 15. Running inside. It's Wright. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and his offense is threatening with a first down. Pittsburgh has a really nice drive going. Makes the catch, and he's free. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in crease now. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Looking for room. It's Wright. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time. 3rd and 3. Looking to throw for it. He's got it on the move. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Pitt.
There's really never any doubt with this guy. The coaching staff always talks about his leadership and his mental toughness. That was a bad interception on the opening drive, but he's able to turn the page and show you his short-term memory and just come out and stay aggressive, sling it around a little bit, and this offense is able to answer with a touchdown of their own.
And how nice is it if you're a coordinator to have a guy like that you can depend on? Like, he doesn't dwell on the one mistake. He doesn't let it turn into two. A lot of times you can see that snowball effect, man. Just a nice bounce back for him individually and for this offense to put the early turnover behind him.
The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Got the quick completion. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain. Fires quickly. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. On target over the middle. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Got a little grass. He's at the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Florida State.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32. Let's see what they've got on second down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's right. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Tries to get it on the ground. Finding open areas. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Incomplete. That one batted away at the line of scrimmage.
This defense is a very well-coached unit, and they're very, very active, and they're very aware of what's going on. Everybody on defense there knew where the quarterback wanted to go with it. Everyone trying to get their hands in the air to swat it down.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. It's 3rd down, and they have to get it to the 42 to move the sticks. From the gun, wants to pass. A spectacular one-hand grab. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. They converted 4th down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The run inside. It's right. Makes it past the marker. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. Both teams wanted to run the football. Let's see how these 2 guys are doing so far. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. He leaves it with his back. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run it in the red zone. It's right. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Staying in that aggressive mindset on 4th down, they'll try to convert for the 3rd time. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their 1st. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. They've been aggressive on 4th down. They've already converted twice, and they'll try it again. Trying to keep the drive alive. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. On the option. Maybe some room here. You want to talk about changing field position. The huge play takes it down to the 37. They'll run it out of the shotgun.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
They'll run it from the gun. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical, be more aggressive.
So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. They're trying to slam it in. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Noles!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. He'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Kent. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They got him at the 42, but he got 5 yards on the play.
And you know what? The best 3rd down offenses don't get the 3rd down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard, got a nice gain, popped one, got a 1st down. Who needs 3rd downs if you can just pound it down their throat on 2nd down?
They're going to ride this running back. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Back to pass. With the catch, it's Lee. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. The Panthers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Using the quick game. Makes the grab in their space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running inside. It's right. There's a crease. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Panthers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Hand off from the shotgun. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. And the Noles racing to the line in the hurry-up.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run.
He's got it down the field. First grab of the season for this highly talented freshman. They believe he's just going to get better each and every snap.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying.
Makes a grab and room to run. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. They are really clicking along, first and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. Scanning the field, it's Daniels. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown Seminoles! Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Kent. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Panthers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Escapes the pressure to his right. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And there's not very many offensive plays that are going to be successful. If you can rush 3 guys and still get to the quarterback, that's not a good sign for this offensive line.
3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Hauls it in. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. Pitt calls it 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And the Panthers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out.
And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh!
Now, what a great job by this offense finishing the half. It wasn't perfect. You're still trailing, but now you've cut that lead to a 1-score game. Now in the second half, we can come out, make some things happen. We just created some big momentum for this offense. Now we take it into halftime.
And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. And they head to the locker rooms, 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, thanks. Welcome into the Week 11 version of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. as we inch closer to bowl season. Let's start with Memphis taking on the USF Bulls. And it's the Tigers getting a banner day from their stars on the road. To pick up victories away from home, that's the mark of a focused team. And that's 4 straight on the season for this team as they continue what is now a nice little streak. Here now a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside the Mid-American Conference. Now over to your game inside Acrisure Stadium. Through 2 quarters today, we've seen these 2 passing attacks just pick apart these defenses. Short throws, intermediate throws, even a few deep completions. An aerial exhibition so far.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Holly, what did you find out coming from the locker room?
Guys, I caught up with Coach Norvell at the half. They are going to continue to feed their running back. As you know, there are a lot of high expectations on him to start this game, and he has performed a terrific first half. They are going to get the ball here, and let's see if they continue to go to this running back. He has been a difference maker so far. Guys, back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. They'll give it to him again. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Keeps it on the option. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The Noles are facing 3rd and inches. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Turning it on! He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. The Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. The inside handoff.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Knocked off his feet.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Back to throw, it's Daniels. On the run, fires downfield. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. The Seminoles will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. The Pitt Panthers offense out there to go on the attack. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be feeling good. That they did their part, scored, your defense does your part, Jesse. This offense, keep that momentum. I would say stay aggressive here.
And just keep doing what you were doing on that last drive, right? Well, whatever was working for you, just go back. Keep using those same playmakers to allow you to go down here and score a touchdown.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. Hit right back to the line. Throws to the wideout. And they can't complete the bullet pass on 3rd down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing. We're in the second half, but we saw them.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. They're throwing for it on 4th down. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Panthers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
Hey, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And you want to talk about gang tackling, everybody on the defense run to the ball. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. And that 3rd down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete. Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground. Rides the back and leaves it. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. On the option, he'll toss it. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's going to take off. He's got enough, and he slides to avoid the punishment, and it'll be a 1st down. Nice move there on 4th and short. And the Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back on the move. Maybe a crease. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. His 17th touchdown of the season and 3rd of this game. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Looking downfield on 1st down. Here's a heat. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. The Panthers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Pitt will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll return it from the 50. Oh, spin move. Well, they finally stopped him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense, because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Oh, they're after him. Touchdown, Florida State. Got it right in the heart of the end zone. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. What a grab and what a quick strike from that offense.
And when I'm an offensive coordinator and I see a short field, I'm thinking attack, attack, attack. Go get that touchdown. Take advantage of what the defense gave you. Great job by the offensive coordinator.
The Panthers offense comes out ready to go to work. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure.
Snags it and he's open. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. Both of these teams still on the outside looking in at the top 25, but here are the rankings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Wants to throw it again. Looking down the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Got enough for the first. Finding some room. Inside the touchdown, Panther! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. He can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown run.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. So that last touchdown made it a two-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Just a little off. Incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to pass. It's Daniels. Fires to the right. And here's the pick. And oh, did they need that right now. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Panther. The defense with the huge momentum swing, taking it all the way in.
Oh, they could not have come up with a bigger play at a more opportune time. The defense getting the interception and taking it back to the house right at a point in the game when it looked like the offense was maybe going to pad their lead and seal this one. All of a sudden, this game has gotten really interesting.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Rides the option. He keeps it. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. And they're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue.
Here's a little room there. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead on first and goal, but they can also drain the clock. They'll try to get it in with the run. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10.
Offside, defense.
So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play.
Number 36, set to kick off.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. To the air on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Kent. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Pitt pushing the pace.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Motion from the wideout. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. He's got it again. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Might have a chance. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. A first down run in the red zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Noles. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the 4th quarter.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go on the attack. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Using his legs, it's right. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Solid run on the last play, sets this offense up on first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Got it. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. And the Panthers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Shoots it to the left. That pass is intercepted, but he's out of bounds, so it'll go down as an incompletion and a stroke of good luck for the quarterback. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Looking to fire. That's reeled in. It's Kent. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.